Alright, so now it's time to work on the sides because we've pretty much got the front done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my quad menu and I'm going to go to unhide by name. And the only object we should have hidden is this original object 001, so I'm going to double click on it to unhide it. Here it is. Basically the main body of the computer case. I'm going to work on this for a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the right side view. You can see here in the right side view the details we have to do. We basically have to create these little kind of grill holes that are on the side of the metal here, basically to allow airflow. It's for ventilation purposes, so we have to create that. Looks like something kind of detailed, and it's going to take pretty much a different type of technique we haven't seen yet to be able to achieve that effect. Before I do that, however, what I'm going to do is with this entire body selected, I'm going to go ahead and go to the quad menu. And you'll see a tool here called Quick Slice. We're going to use Quick Slice at the moment to go ahead and slice this up. So I'm going to click on Quick Slice. And Quick Slice works almost like a giant knife or laser beam that's going to cut through the model. Okay? So this is how it works. You select Quick Slice. Your mouse cursor is going to change a little bit. You notice mine's is a little bit different than the default mouse cursor. And what happens is you click and then you drag to create basically a line, okay? And then what you do is you place that line the way that you want, and then you left click a second time, and once you do that, you basically cut through the object. So if I look at this, you'll see here how I cut through this object. Now obviously this is not the kind of cut I want, so I'm going to undo that one time by hitting Control Z. And I'm going to go back to my right view. The type of cut I do want to do is one toward the back over here, close to the edge, something like right here's good, okay? In order to make a straight cut up and down or left and right, what you have to do is you have to sort of just nudge this up or down just a little bit, okay? And that'll give you a straight cut. Just practice with it a little bit. It's kind of awkward. It's really something that can't be explained. It's something you kind of have to play around with until you understand it. So I'm going to make a cut that goes straight up and down like this. That's pretty much it. So I should have something that looks like this. And now I'm going to start to work on this right side. So let's go ahead and get this done. And the way this works is pretty simple. If I want to cut through the entire object, I have to be in object mode the way that I am now. And I can make a cut through the entire thing. However, if that's not what I want to do, which is the case right now, I want to cut through only a specific part of this object, I can do that as well. So how can I do that? How can I isolate the quick slice to only a specific point or area of the model? Well, I can go to polygon mode and I can actually select the specific polygon that I want to cut. So I could, for example, select this polygon right here. I'm going to hit F2 just so I could see this better. And then with this polygon selected, I can go to the quad menu, activate my quick slice again, and I can start to make my quick slices. So for example, I'll make a quick slice just below this bottom panel here. Then I'm going to go to my polygon mode. I'm going to select this big polygon that's right here. I'm going to reactivate my quick slice tool. I'm going to make a slice toward the top right there. You can see the polygon I have selected. So I'll right click to get out of the quick slice tool. I'll select this new polygon that's right here. I'll activate my quick slice tool again, and I'll make a quick slice about here. And I'll make another one on the opposite side, about right there, okay? So I have something that looks like this. So I have basically this new polygon here that kind of hovers on top of the area where this panel is going to go. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is pretty simple. I'm going to go to my quad menu with that polygon selected. I'm going to go to Inset, to the Tool Options. I'm going to inset this a little bit. Something like this looks pretty good. Not going to be too picky about it. I'm going to hit the OK button. I'm going to come in here and take this new polygon that I've inset, and I'm going to extrude it. And I just used the shortcut, which is Shift and E. I'm going to extrude it by pushing it into the object just a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Edge Mode and select that little corner edge that's in here. This one right there. See that? And then I'm going to select the ring to go ahead and select that entire ring of edges. Now what I'm going to do is pretty simple. I'm going to go over to my side view here, and I'm going to go to the chamfer tool, I go into the quad menu. I'm going to go to my quad menu. I'm going to go to chamfer, the options. And if I go back to my perspective view, you could see the awful chamfer that gets created. This is not very good. If I scale this down a bit, you can see this looks pretty horrible. It looks kind of like Spider-Man came in here and kind of messed up our model. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the edge segments down to 1, so it looks like this, very angular. Go to my side view over here, my right view. I'm going to do something like this. And what I'm going to do is hit the apply and continue button. So I'll apply and continue. And I'll start to play around with these parameters till I get something that I like. So I'll go with something like this. Looks pretty good. About 2.8, close to 3 looks pretty good. I'm going to hit the apply to continue one more time. I'm going to do something like this. A value of 1 looks pretty good. I'll just go to my perspective view here and do something like that. I'll hit OK. So you should end up with sort of a nice kind of arc right there in the corner, which looks good. Then what I'm going to do is select this polygon that's in here, this panel basically. And what I'll do is I'll hold down the control key and click on the edge button over here in the modify panel. And with that entire edge selected there, the inside of the panel, I'll go back to my quad menu. I'll go to chamfer. I'm going to take the chamfer amount a little bit down. It's a bit too high. So something close to 1 but not exactly 1. And then I'll just increase the amount of segments to make it nice and round. And I'll hit OK. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this polygon here. And I'm going to come over here to the modify panel and hit grow selection a few times, something like that. And then I'm going to go down the modify panel to the polygon smoothing group section. I'm going to hit auto smooth, fix up my normals. And if I do a quick render, it should end up with something that looks nice like this. Okay, so basically I've got this nice round panel in here, kind of like the image. Alright, so moving along a little bit quickly here, now that you got that part done, let's go ahead and let's work on creating an area for these little holes here on these side vents. So what I'm going to do is select this big polygon that's right here, this one. I'm going to go to my quick slice tool. I'm going to make a quick slice just above these holes. So right there. I'm going to make another one in the bottom right there. I'm going to take the new polygon that I've created here, go back to quick slice. I'm going to make another quick slice there. I'm going to make another quick slice there. Okay. I'm going to select this new polygon that's right here. I'm going to go to inset. And inset it about this much. Looks pretty good. Then what I'm going to do here is pretty simple. But for the moment, I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone. I'll show you next how to fix that, how to do that part. Right now, I'm just going to leave that alone. So over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the this polygon, this polygon, this polygon, basically these right here. I'm going to get the quick slice tool. I'm going to make a quick slice about right there. I'm going to make another one about right there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this edge that's down here. And I'm going to move it down to about right here. I'm going to take this edge that's right here and I'm going to move that one up about right there. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this polygon, this new polygon I have right here. I'm going to inset it just a little bit, something like that. Looks pretty good. I'll hit OK. Right, so that's almost ready to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video here. Basically have the areas where the holes are going to go. But I'm going to end the video here, and in the next one, we'll go ahead and create the holes.